Mike, remember when I said I wanted to make the strong case that this show's intro is more of an exact opposite of what the show is than Neon Genesis is?
Mm-hmm.
Have I won that case now?
You've won it a couple times.
You run a couple of rounds of it, in other
Okay.
words.
Every time. This is my third time watching through this. I watched this by myself in a sitting the first time I ever saw this in one shot.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
How many times have I did that badly to myself? I watched Madoka Magica in one shot by myself.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, ouch.
Then when we get to it, which I think I found a workaround for it, I watched Angel Beats all in one shot. Although
Who
I did
hurt
get,
you?
I don't know. I did take a
hurt
break. I did take a break after I believe it's episode 6 in Angel Beats, got food, and then finished it because oh my god. But then I did watch this in one shot. And then
Yeah.
Chris, old admin crow from the Ruby channel, we were like watching it, and then it was getting around the time where he's like, well, how many episodes do we have left? He's like 3. He goes, all right, let's finish it. And then I look at him after the credits rolled on the end one, and he is not trying to make like a stone statue, but I am watching tears falling down this man's face. He's like, that's really good. That show's really good. Anything else you want to say? A lot. That show's just really good.
No. Oh, I'm fine.
So, okay. Mike, at the start of this, I don't even know how to ask you. What were you expecting this? How were you expecting this episode to pan out, and was it how you expected it to pan out?
Honestly, this is the episode that more so than the first 3, you were literally just jumped right into them already in the Art Decum, and you're just rolling with it.
Yeah, Masao, did you remember how this episode went?
I did as I watched it. I was like, oh yeah, it gets dark.
It gets really, it gets really
It gets kind of,
dark.
yeah, like oh god, like when I watched this when it first came out in 2012, I was like, holy fuck, this is fucking dark.
Yeah,
Wow.
you like how we go from like missed chance kid lovers to this in one episode.
Yeah.
I'm like, it took a dog turn. It goes all over the place from here, so
The thing
buckle
about
up.
this episode
Yeah.
the thing about this episode that's really fascinating is how much it just lures you into a false sense of security. Like, I know at the start you're just kind of jumped in, but then the game itself, you think it's something just kind of simple. Okay, arcade games, fine, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get to the player select, and it's like, oh, we're playing ourselves.
Yeah. And you like how they even put their own personal traumas as fighting moves in the game.
yes.
I have to remind
that was a neat touch there.
I have to remind everyone that this is an original anime. This is not based off something. Someone at Madhouse just went, I've got an idea how to traumatize people. Can I write a thing?
I wouldn't so how good we can animate by traumatizing everyone. But look how pretty the animation is, by the way, everyone.
Yeah.
That's literally what happened. And they all sat there like, okay, let's do this.
Sure. You got some crazy idea, Carl. I know that, that's a normal Japanese name. Carl, what do you got? And then the first 4 episodes were likely thought out in his head, and they went, yeah, I guess we can do that. How are the rest going to be? Oh, they're going to be fucked up too, just in different ways.
Yeah, like
It says we're getting closer to an episode of one of the characters that is in the intro.
It's the last episode of this chunk.
And it says
I want to talk about Deckham for a
Once we
second.
get to the episode,
Go
you
ahead.
know why I'm laughing.
Go ahead. I got stuff to go through, but if you want to bring up Deckham, go ahead. In his little wand.
Yeah, his wand. I mean, without spoiling anything, if there's even things to spoil, is he cheating, or is he kind of playing the long game and letting things play out naturally while his assistant thinks that he's cheating?
I'm going to let you know now that he is doing his job as he's instructed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for him, he's just kind of nudging it to like to where it needs to go. Like
Yep.
you need to pull out their inner, like their true selves, like their inner like demons out. So if
Darkness.
if it means like pressing a button to look like he's cheating, he kind of has to.
Yeah.
So everything that he does is kosher, basically.
Basically, and you're going to get this
Yeah.
a lot more when you meet another bartender that does Deckham's job, but in a very different way. Not in a different way. He handles it. Sal knows what I'm talking about. He could not be the more polar opposite from Deckham if we tried.
Like I said, once we get up to those episodes, and the other female girl, the one that's like dancing,
Yeah. Oh, that.
you'll understand why I'm like trying to hide in my laughter.
Yeah, there's that chick gets fucked, but yeah, it's hard to say without spoiling. But the main purpose of this show is Deckham finding out how he should properly be doing his job.
Yeah.
This kind of goes back to the comparisons I made to Violet Evergarden, only this is much more dark in terms of the lessons that are presented.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's one giant thing that I don't remember when that needle drops. I honestly don't, because you have plot lines with like woman. I don't know why I'm saying it. Her. She gets a name. It's not a giant spoiler, but she gets a name eventually.
She gets her name, but the name is very her. When you find out what her name is, it's very story and plot heavy. So that's why we're kind of just saying woman or the assistant.
The assistant, yes, because once you find out about her, a giant chunk of the show becomes one arc. And other stuff's involved in it. For now, it's minor stuff that kind of involves those two and how they interact. But once it gets to that point, it's just fucking all systems go, and you barely ever deal with anyone else. So, and I don't know when a very important plot point gets dropped. There's only 12 episodes in the show, and I don't remember when that plot point gets dropped. But it's a thing that we don't know about the Arbiters. And it's stuff that they do differently with certain people and Deckham and other things, and it's...
Part of me feels like it's like towards the end of the series, like within like the last 3 episodes.
It's close. You have not met.
Feel like...
Yeah, it could be. Mike, you have not. You've seen the closest thing that I can call to an antagonist in the show only in the opening.
Okay, I'm not going to ask who it is because I know sometimes anime openings can either tell you everything or tell you nothing at the same time.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is one opening that you could not tell who was the bad guy from the opening. Because everyone, good, bad, or antagonistic, are all having a good, happy, fun time doing fucking schlocky dance numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, like the opening does but doesn't. Like, it shows little, like, key stuff, like little hidden details.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't make it obvious. Like, it's not like a JoJo opening, like, oh, that's clearly the bad guy.
Yeah, and also this opening never changes. It is this opening with this animation. There's no extra scenes added for the entirety of the rest of the show.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get any more. But anyway, so this is one thing that they start doing that I appreciate, where like those two characters, the two childhood like almost crush people, were very closely tied. Now they start integrating stories like this one that I really appreciate the most, because these people never met each other, but
Yeah,
yet
but
their issues are very close to each other's heart with each other.
yeah, they kind of walked in a similar like path in life.
Yeah, it's I don't mean to get dark here because this episode's dark enough.
Yeah.
But I feel I've talked on this channel. I don't know if I've done it on the podcast. I know that I've done it in another video with Mike because it comes up as a thing in Gurren Lagann. But I had a very rocky start to my life. My parents got divorced when I was in like fucking second grade, I want to say. And then my dad did something unbearably horrific in front of me to my mom when I was in sixth grade that made him lose complete custody. And I was not dealing with that well. And I was going to kill myself over it. I left a note on my sixth grade teacher's desk and got ripped into the office by the school liaison on my way out of school on the way home to where it was going to happen because the teacher caught me faster than I was expecting her to. So when I was seeing this episode and like the guy regretting not like being close, it's not the same thing with the stepmom, but like seeing in the ambulance the mom like wondering what the hell happened and praying to God that he's okay after she sees that he killed himself jumping out the window, that hit really hard. But then on the opposite end, I have a mom who is in an abusive relationship, abusive father, abusive to her, and then my mom, for those that don't know, I live in Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a marriage state. You have to go through courts, you have to split everything 50-50, and it's an egregious process that like you cannot just get divorced. Like you have to do anyway.
Yeah, and
So go ahead.
like I think like most states, like obviously if going through a divorce and children are involved is more than
It's-
just sign paper and like go your very
Yeah.
way.
Because you got to go through custody agreements and stuff like that. My mom had to take on and there was no out of wedlock, whatever. Us three kids are between them, so that's not the part that I'm getting at. But my mom had to take on a mountain of debt that my dad owed just to get out of the divorce in no time because she wanted to get the fuck away from him. So my mom was away a decent amount, like working her ass off to take care of us kids while she did not like she neglected not seeing us, not as bad as what this is, but I still like seeing the idea of the mom like getting out of a situation, having her kids and working her ass off to work to be
Like there was a light
there for
at the
them.
end of her tunnel.
Yeah. Now we get to see fucked up situations for how that can happen to where you do something for so long and you work at something for so long to where you start neglecting your kids to where like we saw in this where this woman was just signing her up for things, taking whatever job she can, and it finally got too far, and I don't know how that strained with her to where she gets killed by her assistant.
Yeah, that I had some questions about that. Like, see, it seems like a very I don't know. It doesn't seem like the best way to go.
No, it doesn't. That was stringing them together in that way to where one who didn't feel close enough with his stepmom and a one who didn't get enough time with her kids. That's writing that like a simple person can come up with, but you're not writing it to that detail. Now, I'm not saying that all talented writers write fucked up shit, and probably the person that wrote this had some shit that they went through. And I'm hoping there was a team of writers that became behind this, because if one guy came up with all this traumatic stuff going on, man, I hope that you saw counseling, and I hope you were doing
Yeah.
okay.
Seriously, man.
Please.
Because this is one of the worst ones. I'm going to be real with you. That is one of the worst episodes in the show. But there's one that comes close, in my opinion. and it involves two people that again came close to meeting but didn't, and it's two guys. If that
I
helps you,
I
Sal.
I feel like I remember because I feel like one episode, like based on like the AMV they did and the game in that
Yeah.
AMV, and that like one shot that led to the anime, they brought I think that character back and the game back in that episode. So
Okay.
I think you're talking about that episode.
I think it very well could be. I need to go back and watch that thing. Um. Okay. So I have to ask both of your opinions. Do you feel the judgment calls on Misaki and Yusuke were accurate? Mike, if you want to go first.
I think they both should have been um, going to the same place.
They both should have gone up or down.
Up.
Okay, Misao.
I'm kind of indifferent. Like I do agree with the Yosuke one,
Okay.
only because like you saw him like he had like same thing like he like his mom like his biological mom was that like treated him like shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he was kind of like really like boundaried and walled up towards his stepmom.
Yep.
So like once he realized he did it in the end, he was immediately remorseful. Like what have I done?
Mm-hmm.
With I forgot the other girl's name, the
Misaki.
woman's name. Like yeah, she got out of the light of the tunnel, but she still had the trauma and she took it out on her assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And the assistant like, yo, I fuck this.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. It's you only get to see for that rough moment, so it's hard to judge. And I've heard some people say that like, and this is where you start seeing how woman is dealing with not liking how Decim judges characters, where he judges them by seeing how bad their darkness is, and that's about it.
It does seem very one-sided, his point of view, and
Yeah,
I'm going
which is fair.
I'm going to guess that that is part of his journey by discovering more of the nuance of the human experience.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I sort of talked with people that who have seen the show the whole way through that they think that if the version at the end of this would have been in this, that she might not have been drawn to the point where she was bashing Yosuke's head against that monitor, because she was made to be to that level of angry of when she saw the memories and other things. So there's a couple of these where they're like, if at a certain point, if this person would have gotten their judgment called differently, that they would have been sent to a different spot. So
Yeah, fair.
yeah, it's just interesting to think about after you've seen it. It's
Yeah.
this is the first show that literally like 5 seconds after I finished it, messaged Mike and said that we need to do a fresh takes on it, because this is
It's giving us a lot of material to talk about beyond
Yeah,
beyond just this scene was great. The
Yeah.
animation is awesome.
it's
We-
not
we get- we
giving
get to
you
be-
it's not giving you it like face value, it's letting you like interpret it
yeah.
at your
Exactly.
leisure, like how you want to interpret it.
This show is meant to
And
make
there's
you
no
think.
right or wrong answer.
No. It's meant to make you think just as much as the actual characters in the show are. It's not giving you a direct right or wrong answer. And you don't get
Which I
that very often.
appreciate.
Yeah, you don't get that very often. They're going to tell you what they think the right or wrong answer is, and you're going to have multiple people arguing how they think the right or wrong answer is. But yeah, it's something I wish shows did more often. Like, I'm not saying every opening or every ending has to be let open, because like even this show's isn't like that open ended. Like, you get an idea of stuff, but
Like it's the ending is wrapped in a perfect bow overall, but they left like little things open ended.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
One day, maybe it'll come back for a season 2, but you know.
it'd be interesting. And that's like when I talked with Alex Oregon about it. He's like, yeah, that'd be something interesting. He's like, I'd have to figure out what they'd want to do with Decim afterwards, because like his plot line kind of finishes, but then you'd have to see how he is after his plot line finishes.
Yeah, like there's
So-
other like
Yeah, to see
stuff
that
that
other,
they left in have and like they left where they ever wanna bring it back, they can
Yeah.
immediately to jump where like little
Yeah.
dead ends are open.
Yeah, like I would gladly see a Death Parade version 2 where they like try something with a different bartender. But yeah, all right. Anyway, Mike, where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me on various social media sites at Captain K42. You can check out my quick thoughts on letterbox.com/CoachK42. And you can follow Renegade Pop Culture on Facebook and Blue Sky at Renegade Pop Culture. You can also find us here on YouTube, on Podchaser. Consider supporting our Patreon at patreon.com/Renegade Pop Culture. Listen to all of our podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. And last but not least, everything can be found at renegadepopculture.com. You need to escape, so do we.
What's that?
And you can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky at Kiba110228.
You can find me everywhere at Organoid Zero, mainly on Twitch and YouTube. If you're into cosplay and such like that, you can find me over on my Instagram at Organoid Zero. Alrighty, until next time, we will see you all later.
Bye.